All right, how's it going, my magnificent sons of bitches? And I'm back again today because I wanted to go ahead and do a really small video on this fucking, I don't even know the dude's name. I just saw the shit on Twitter, and understand that it's supposed to be the media hub. It's supposed to be where all these mainstream media people go ahead and look into their little crystal ball and deliver some accurate news to you. However, with that being said, they have this soldier, it's Aaron Burner or something like that. I don't even know really at the end of the day what it was. I didn't really care that much to look into it. But supposedly set himself on fire uh for Palestine. Now, mind you, I'm not for the whole I stand with Israel, I stand with Ukraine, free Palestine bullshit, because it's all generic, absolute horseshit. Why would I go ahead and invest into a mainstream media that I have no confidence in? I just seen a guy, how's it going, by the way, Ray? I just seen a gentleman on YouTube here that was doing a video on the Kansas City Super Bowl parade shooter guy. And he was upset because the Young Turks had an opinion by the mayor of Kansas City. So what we have here is a fake psychological gay op, whatever the fuck they call them now. Whatever the fuck they're called now. Yeah, your 5736 bullcrap media. Whatever they're calling psychological operations, if they're called gay ops, I don't know what they call them. Fucking the hipsters and trendies create their own little unique phrases, catchphrases to make the shit trendy. But what we have is a psychological operation in Kansas City that was fake, was staged, and then you had the mayor of Kansas City have a fake opinion on the fake shooting, and then you had the Young Turks that had an opinion, a fake opinion on the fake opinion of a guy on the fake shooting. Then you had actual justice warrior who had a fake opinion on the fake opinion on the fake opinion of the fake staged mass shooting. And that's how desperate the media has gotten. That's how desperate the media has gotten. So now you got this political stunt where some soldier, where they're all sitting there saying, "You're a hero for setting yourself on fire. Free Palestine." Because they need people to watch their generic ass shit. But there's a big problem right now with the State Department. There's a very big problem that the State Department has. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I believe that we're heading into the sixth seal. I honestly believe that. I do believe that whenever I look at it, and I look at all the shit going on right now today, that we're probably not too far off from those end times that everybody likes to sit there and belittle and berate and call me a conspiracy theorist and all this other bullshit, superstitious, whatever the hell they call me, you know. However, when we look at the global homos, I guess that's what they call them. That's not my shit. You can go ahead and thank Salty Cracker and Hard Bastard for half of these cliches that I'm referring to them in. So you got the global homos out there. That's what they call them, that are trying to go ahead and centralize power. What good is it to the global last? That's what I call them. I call them the global last. So I'm just going to call them the global last. What good is it to the global last if the State Department has no legitimacy, has no confidence from the public? You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at these fake psychological 5736, these HR 5736 motherfuckers that are out there right now trying to push narratives, if nobody's going to invest in your bullshit, how's it going, Christian? If nobody's going to invest in your bullshit, then really what good are you? What good are either the Republicans or the Democrats at the end of the day? Nobody's buying this shit. And it doesn't matter how many of these little fucking publicity stunts that you put out here with soldiers setting themselves on fire and saying free Palestine. Nobody's buying into the shit. Nobody's investing into the bullshit. Nobody wants fucking money to go to fucking Israel in the first place. You can't even get support for Israel right now. You can't get support for Ukraine. Nobody's buying into these political narratives. You understand? So you're doing this at your own expense. Whenever you're running these psychological operations, whenever you're inflating that fucking currency, whenever you're sitting there driving down the buying power of the dollar, whenever you think that you're getting away with something, understand that whenever you think that you're screwing everybody over, at the end of the day, you're doing it at your own expense. And this ends up being the problem that I don't think that mainstream media has. I think that they still believe they have a large amount of influence over everybody. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's buying into your shit anymore. And the thing is, people are getting fed up. People are getting fed up. People are gonna, it's getting to that point to where it's just gonna explode. And once that happens, you're opening up this Pandora's box that you're not going to be able to close. And I guarantee you the globalists don't care. The globalists are going to be safe and secure in their own little private communities and shit. They don't give a fuck about the administrators here for this website or the journalists here for that website or the bureaucrats that are in charge right now in DC. You're totally fucking expendable. So right now they're kind of desperate. You're desperate. They're desperate. They're trying to create all these stories for you to invest in to distract you. The only problem is you put Taylor Swift in the middle of the NFL season. NFL people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You screw up entertainment. People are not distracted by your entertainment anymore, and you're failing in a huge, epic fashion. So people are not being distracted anymore. Their leisure time is being interrupted because you're not putting out the same kind of quality because you've lowered the bar for your diversity hires to go out there and put this bullshit out on your programming. So people can't escape your fucking political shit. And then you put this bullshit out there in front of everybody. Nobody trusts you. You're not going to win anybody back. You're not going to win any votes. You're not going to put Taylor Swift out there. You're not going to, get people to rally behind Joe Biden. You've got 2% of the population that support Joe Biden, 25% of the population that support Trump. No doubt Trump is going to win. There's no way that you're going to be able to rig any more elections. Those days are over. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's getting to that point to where the whole federal government's going to have to be replaced. You don't got to worry about a two-party system if there is no government. You understand? And the government doesn't have the competence. So we're becoming from a subordinate state to an insurrectionist state where the people are going to start to go ahead and do exactly what they did in France during the French Revolution, where they went ahead and they, raided the Bastille. They went ahead and overthrew. At that point in time, it was a theocracy. Right now, we have more of a secular government, but it's getting to that point to where that's going to end up being a reality where history is going to repeat itself in this country. So I figured I would go ahead and do a video on this. I saw this on Twitter. It was the only fucking place I've ever seen it was on Twitter. Donald Trump will be the 47th president. Maybe he probably will. Maxwell, I believe that, but for what it's worth, it doesn't really matter who the 47th president is. They've already fucked this economy up so much, and they've already fucked the system up so much, they've destroyed it ever since Obama. So it really doesn't matter who you put in. It's going to collapse either way. Is it going to collapse? Is it going to collapse quickly or slowly? It just depends on who gets into office. But it's still going to fucking collapse. And so I don't trust any of them. They're all garbage. They're all trash. I don't read any of them. They all come from the same source. It doesn't matter if it's bullshit. Just like I said, with the whole psychological operation that happened in Kansas City. Does it really matter if somebody has a different opinion on the shooting? If it's still fake, it doesn't really matter. at all. But like I said, the only way that we're going to fix anything is to just go ahead and realize that this shit is scripted, that it's fake. And as soon as everybody comes to terms that all this shit is rigged, that all this shit is scripted, that all this shit is fake, that all the shit that looks like something that they've seen on TV, all these court cases with Donald Trump are nothing more than law and order. As soon as people start admitting this shit and demanding it get fixed and the problem get resolved, then we're going to continuously have the fucking problem. Until we have to tell other people that are more sane have to do something about it. Until it becomes so much of a problem that something has to be done about it. We've given, like I said, we've given the fucking state more than enough time to fix all these problems, and they are only doubling down. They only double down. They're only doubling down. They want a one world government. You're not getting a one world government. You're not getting a centralized currency. That's not going to happen. You don't have the authority. You don't have the right. You don't have the ability to achieve any of this bullshit that you go ahead and pitch at these fucking TED Talks meetings that you go to all the time. So let me go ahead and dispel you from any fucking illusion, dear global ass, dear little fucking Rothschild motherfuckers, that you're going to all of a sudden somehow get when it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get that kind of authority. You may think you will. It's never going to happen. So, yeah, this is where we're ending up right now. To where if there is a revolution in this country, if there is a resistance, if there is a revolution in this country keeps proceeding and going this, it's gonna affect the whole world. It means all those military bases over there in the Middle East will be overrun. Europe will probably be overrun. Yeah. All this shit is going to be flipped, turned upside down if there is a fucking revolution in this country right now. So, my president and administration will be the most trusted. Yeah, probably. If you want to be the face, knock yourself out, Anthony. So, anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I just was going to go ahead and do a video on the stupid story of the soldier guy that supposedly set himself on fire. It's going to be one thing that they're going to try to push out there to you. Understand that it's bullshit, just like the rest of the shit that they put out there. It's propaganda. You already see the digital media going under. You're already starting to see these journalists, a lot of them lose their jobs and stuff. You know, they're not keeping that same audience. They're not having the same traffic because guess what? You went ahead and passed HR 5181 that went ahead and decided that they were going to ban all of these channels, all these, you know, get people like me taken off of YouTube, get me taken off of Facebook, get me taken off of Twitter, get me taken off of almost every fucking platform and blackballed for the most part. You know, you've decided that you're going to push that, but the only problem is that by pushing that into society that you've totally alienated yourself from everybody. So you're never going to get that confidence back. That confidence is gone. You'll never be able to accumulate any kind of confidence from the American people until, you know, it's out with the old and in with the new. You're going to have almost have a revolution at this point in time. And I think that's where we're dangerously heading to. And it's not going to be a civil war, no matter what Tim Pool says or fucking Destiny says. It's going to be a complete and utter insurrection, a revolution, kind of similar to that of France. Only it's going to be a reverse French Revolution, from what I see right now. So, and like I said, once it happens here, it's going to happen globally, and then that's whenever you'll have a one world religion. Probably that'll probably happen. But anyways, I figured I would go ahead and wrap this video up. Y'all people tell me what you think. You like, sub, follow, friend. Do the shit the internet tells me to do to get over. And for now, I'm out.